so pleased about that. You've heard of the stories about the books that we got authors to donate, which included gifts from the Queen, nonetheless, and a conversation by me with Julia, even Angela Rippon in the bath. There's a story I'll share with you another time. But Jan, would you like to just tell us what you would like to do with this?
Yes, certainly. Thank you so much. I mean, firstly, I'd just like to thank everyone, Steve in particular and Kathy, for all their support. I mean, not just the fundraising, but the advocacy. It has been a tricky year for us, and so and obviously we've still got a bit more to come in terms of decisions about the future. So it's been amazing to have so much support. So thank you very much to everyone here and to yourself and Kathy as well. Yes, we hope to do some work within the children's library. Specifically, so we're going to hopefully refurbish that area and put some new equipment, some new flooring, carpeting down, and give it a real boost. One of the main reasons for that is that as you walk into the library, everyone can appreciate the impact of the children's library. So we felt that it would have an impact on everyone, as well as obviously making a huge difference to how the children can use the library. I've been in post now since 2019. I arrived shortly before we all decided to close our doors, which was a bit of a blow. But the library has changed considerably over that time for all sorts of reasons. And this is another really big change that's going to make a huge difference to how children and families can use it, and also how we can promote what we're doing in the building as a community space. It's one of the few safe, inclusive community spaces that anyone can just walk into left in the town. So very important to us, and this will make a huge difference. Thank you so much.
Don't go away without this. This is the don't go.
That's not going to do it.
That's not going to fit through a letterbox or anything. But I'm just going to say, I think we've got an advocate for young people at the back.
Yes.
Always trying to tell us how much she enjoys the library, and she's going to tell all her friends about how much.
Excellent. That's what we need. Everyone to tell their friends.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Good, right. So thank you very much for reminding me of that Anne. So we actually move on to the meeting itself. I think first thing I'd like to do is just say a few words about the year that I've experienced. And I'm going to stand in deference to friends, colleagues, members. Normally it's members that stand for the mayor, but I think given the support that I've had from you guys this year, I'm going to stand for you. So I'd like to say many, many thanks to everybody, not just in this room, but also in the town. There's been so much incredible support from everybody. I've been absolutely blown away by the way that everybody's got stuck into the various events we've run. They've bought raffle tickets, they've raised that wonderful amount of money. And of course, no tribute would be complete without thanking the staff. I don't know whether most people on the street in Tavistock realise what a wonderful council we have here. And the kind of, I don't know, the reliability and the adaptability of everybody from Carl down to the guys that trim the grass is just amazing. And when you think about how small that workforce is, we accomplish so much. And it's been absolutely marvellous. Obviously, you know, everybody through life tells you about looking ahead, about planning ahead, about keeping your eye on the horizon in front of you. My advice to anybody is also what my daughter continues to tell me when we're sailing. And that is, you can look ahead as much as you like, but, and Rob will know this, but as a sailor, don't forget to look astern. Keep your eye on what's coming up behind you as well. and that's especially important, and I'm looking at Rob here as a sailor, in coastal waters when you've got other water users around, you're there in maybe your big boat. It's amazing how much disturbance you can do to other people as you go through the water. And Jenny keeps telling me, Dad, look astern. I'll do it for you, but look astern. See what sort of influence, what sort of potential problems you're causing for other people. And that, to me, is a watchword in life as well. So you can keep on moving, you can be going in a straight line, you can be planning ahead, but let's just think about what I've done and said in the last year that may have influenced other people. And to me, that's an important point in life. So going back this last year, there are lots of things I may have missed out on around in the pub, I don't know, stuff like that. But I think if I were to do it again, the one thing I regret, probably, and I'm looking at members here, is I think perhaps I've not communicated as much as I'd like to have done. And I don't know what you think about that, but there's a two-way thing that needs to go on in a council like this. It's all very well me talking to the officers and the staff, but it's an important thing, and I think, if anything, I've just not probably let you into some of the things that have been going on. So if I ever stand here again, believe me, I will try harder. So in the meantime, I'd just like to say thanks again, and yeah, it's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It's been great, and it helps, when you've got such a wonderful town to be mayor of. So, and I'd wish my successor a great deal of success, whoever that may be. So, thank you very much. So I'll move on to. We'll move on to the actual agenda itself, and the first item on the agenda is to elect the town mayor for the ensuing civic year. So I'd like to invite nominations for, yes, thank you, for the mayor, and I would like to start by nominating my Deputy Councillor Anne Johnson. May I have a seconder for that, please? Councillor Ward. And I think probably it's appropriate to ask for any other nominations. There being none, perhaps we could have a vote, please, ladies and gentlemen. All those in favour?
That is carried.
Thank you very much. So, that being the case, I think the next duty is for me to actually invest the new town mayor with the chain of office. So, I've been advised by Jan, amongst others, that this thing, I'll tell you one thing, if you ever do get to wear this, and the various mayors that have already been mayor may agree with me, when you're wearing this, never order the soup. The simple reason being, when you're having the soup and you bend forward to eat your soup, the whole thing ends up on the table, usually in the soup. So there you are. Anne knows this anyway, so I'm going to take this off now and place it around the neck of my worthy successor. How's that? You know better about wearing that than I do, Anne. So if I may shake your hands and wish you luck, and invite you to. Yeah, there's one other thing that I would like to present to Anne. One of the things that you've probably seen me do a few times, principally in the Tavi Times, is opening new shops. I've opened 13 new shops this year. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? I know some of them have gone. There have been simultaneous others going, but 13 new shops, pretty good. Surprising how many times you turn up, they give you a pathetic pair of scissors and you end up trying to chew through the ribbon. So I'm hoping that this might help you out, Anne. So,
thank you. Pass it the other way. That's the way you pass it. Thank you.
And the most important thing about being mayor, the only tangible benefit as far as I can work out, is that, he said upside down, the car pass for the Guildhall car park. This thing is absolutely amazing and extremely important. So I will give it to you, Anne, but it's got my registration on it, so I'll give it to Jan. So, yeah, right. Shall we go and do that, and then you can take over from me here. And then I can just gently snore at the back of the... oh, yeah, that's fine. So, we're going to do that. Doesn't seem very long ago I was doing this with newspaper. Okay, so we've got everything we need.
There now comes the signing of the Declaration of Acceptance of Office by the newly elected Mayor.
Do I read it out first?
Yes, please.
I, Anne Johnson, having been elected to the office of Mayor of the Council of the Tavistock Town, hereby declare that I will take the said office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties thereof according to the best of my judgment and ability. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mrs. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you. Could I call upon Mrs. Cathy Hipsey now to come forward, please, to present the badge of office to my consort, Mr. Paul Johnson. Come forward. I'd like to thank Councillor Hipsey and Councillor Ward for proposing and seconding me to become the new town mayor. I'd like to thank councillors for entrusting me to be mayor again this year. I'd like to say a big thank you to my family and friends, most of whom are sitting at the back there, to my dear friend Dawn Sherrill, who challenged me at Tavistock School all those 50 years ago now, that I would be town mayor before I was 50, and I just managed that, who are here tonight. 4 months ago, I questioned if I would actually be here, but thanks to fantastic support both by the NHS, my friends, family, and by my council colleagues and the staff, I'm fit and well again. I'm very proud and honoured to become Mayor of Tavistock, the town of my birth. I look forward to serving with dignity, dedication, and a sense of duty the town and its people this year. I hope to focus on giving young people an insight into how the Town Council works and would welcome visits to and from schools and youth groups. And I hope to include my deputy in that mission. So thank you, everybody. I'm really delighted to be here again. I think this is my 5th time of being mayor, and I will do my best. Thank you. Wrong button, sorry. A call upon the Councillor Ward to pay a tribute to the outgoing town mayor, please.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. Immediate Past Mayor, Councillor Hipsey, Steve, I have the great pleasure of giving the tribute to you and your term of office. I'm going to keep it very short, not because there's very little to pay tribute to, but because quite the opposite, there is so much. And also I can smell the food and the appetite is increasing. You have without doubt duly and faithfully fulfilled the role of your office. In the chamber you have shown leadership and you have guided us through debate. Any of us who have stood in the mayor's shoes know how much work goes on behind the scenes that is not seen by others, many hours working with the clerk, the officers and the staff. But what is very much in public view is your work in the community and your evident love of our town. What is particularly evident is the effort you have put in to the causes that are particularly close to you, namely the library, where you have not only helped to raise a handsome sum of money, but have also increased the profile and supported the library and the librarian through what is proving to be a difficult period. And it's good to hear your words indicating that you're optimistic that there will be a good outcome when County makes its final announcement. You have also shown dedication to the Business Improvement District Company, and I know that the bid manager has been very grateful to you for the support that you have given, again through difficult times sometimes. And more recently, you have shown recognition publicly of the charitable and community services offered by volunteers in this city. So it is a great pleasure to thank you for everything you have done and to hope that one day you will consider standing for the role of Mayor again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Ward. Could I ask Councillor Hipsey to come forward so I can present him with his past Mayor's badge, please? Do we have and I call upon Councillor Hipsey now to, I think you've probably done it already, Steve, but if you wanted to say a few words now.
Certainly, Madam Mayor. I think, yeah, I've pretty much said everything, haven't I? Again, you know, a vote of thanks to everybody. I did get it slightly wrong when I started off my previous speech, in as much as my intention was to say, ladies and gentlemen, members, officers, pause, friends. Because I think, you know, you can't do this work without being friends and making friends. And I think I can honestly say that everybody here I consider to be a friend, and I hope the same is true in reverse. So I'll just leave it at that and say thank you very much. You can buy me a beer later on over the pub. So.
Thank you, Councillor Hipsey. We now move to item 2 on the agenda, to elect the Deputy Town Mayor for the ensuing civic year, to elect the Deputy Town Mayor of Tavistock Town Council for 2026-27. Do I have a nomination, please? Councillor Parker.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'm going to say a few words if you don't mind. First of all, congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you.
It's going to be a really, really interesting year this year. But I've got every confidence that you're going to steer us through it very, very safely. I'm standing to nominate Councillor Jeff Moody as your deputy for the coming year. I've known Jeff for 11 years, almost to the day. When I was elected to the West Devon Council, Jeff, who was already known as the Mayor of Bannerwell Street, was one of the first to congratulate me and to show me the ropes. I had a close-up view of how a good councillor should work, dedicated to the interests of his council, but also representing to the best of his ability the people and businesses in his ward. Now, in the past decade, I've seen Jeff working as a borough councillor, as a hub committee member, a town councillor, a prime organiser of Tidy Tavy, a stalwart of Tavy Edge. He gives his all to these roles, and at the heart of everything he does is the interests of Tavistock. So not least is his current campaign to ensure fairness, common sense and probity in the planning system for the town. He'll be a splendid deputy for you, Madam Mayor, and I'm proud to nominate him for the post of Deputy Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Parker. Can I have a seconder, please?
Yes, I'll second that nomination.
Thank you, Councillor. Do we have any other nominations? Can we vote then, please? Those in favour of Councillor Moody as Deputy Mayor, please show.
That is carried.
Thank you. Can I invite Councillor Moody to come up to the front of the council chamber, please?
Oh dear. Thanks for that.
Take you, Roger. Right, there we are, Jeff. My husband's cleaned it today. I think he's, while I've been up at the borough, he's been washing and cleaning.
Thank you.
Right.
Just do a photograph for a chat.
Oh, right, thank you. We've got to do a photograph.
Sign my life away. Right.
Just sign there, please.
How's that?
That's good.
Does he have to read it out?
Congratulations.
Excuse me, he needs to read it out, doesn't he?
Well, friends, I'll take your lead, Steve. Thank you very much. I will read the declaration of acceptance of office. I, Jeff Moody, have been elected to the office of Deputy Town Mayor of the Council of Tavistock Town. Hereby declare that I take the said office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties thereof according to the best of my judgment and ability.
Well done, Jeff. Yeah. Good.
Pass that across there.
Thank you. Thank you. Right, I invite now Councillor Moody to say a few words to Council, please.
Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, I had to say that. I'd like to thank Graham and Trev for your kind words. You know, it's absolutely true that when I joined the council, I was Victor Meldrew. I was counting the crisp packets in my front garden, you know, cheese and onion and salt and vinegar, and I said, why doesn't someone do something about it? I can't believe it. And then I realised, I looked in the mirror, I was that someone. And that's why I joined the council, because I love doing work for the community and helping people. And I wake up every morning and think, I've said this to Steve, and I think it's branded on his brain now, is wake up in the morning and you say to yourself, what can I do to help people today? And that's where I start my days every day. But anyway, and thank you to Trevor for seconding. Madam Mayor and outgoing Mayor, Councillor Hipsey, and fellow councillors and the officers without whom we could not do our job, and also the friends gathered here today. Thank you very much for the honour of electing me as the Deputy Mayor of Tavistock Town Council. It really is a real privilege to take on this role of Deputy Mayor. And I do so with gratitude and a strong sense of responsibility. Having lived in Tavistock for 35 years plus, I think now, I know it's a very, very special town, as Councillor Steve has said. It's rich in history, it's strong in community spirit, and supported by so many groups that give their time, their energy and their goodwill to make this place somewhere that we love to live. I'm especially pleased that Anne will be serving as the Mayor for the coming year, and I would like to offer you, Anne, my warmest congratulations and best wishes. Anne brings a vast experience, commitment and a deep understanding of Tavistock. I think you are Mrs. Tavistock, aren't you? I very much look forward to working alongside you, Anne, and supporting you, and helping in whatever way I can over the next year. As Deputy Mayor, I will do my best to support not only the Mayor, but the Council, the officers, and especially the people of Tavistock. I know the role requires time, commitment, and effort, and I'm willing and ready to put that effort in, even if it does mean discovering just how many evening meetings there are over the coming year. But seriously, it will be a privilege to play my part in representing Tavistock and supporting the Council over the coming year. I'd also like to pay tribute to Steve, who's been a long friend. We've run Tidy Tavi for 15 years this October. And I just can't believe how quickly that, and we really must do something special for our 15th anniversary. I think we've picked up about 20 tonnes of rubbish, if not more, over that period. And thank you, Steve, for all the tremendous work that you have done over the last year. You've given a lot of time, energy, commitment to the role, but you've represented this town with pride and dedication, and you really have set the bar high. But thanks again to everyone for your support. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. We can move on the agenda now to agenda item 3, which is apologies for absence, please, Town Clerk.
I have none, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Item 4, declarations of interest. To receive any declarations of interest either now or as soon as you become aware of it during the course of this meeting. Do we have any? Not at this stage. Item 5, confirmation of minutes. To confirm the minutes of the meeting of Tavistock Town Council held on the 28th of April 2026, which are enclosed in your papers. Can I have a proposal that they are a true record, please? Councillor Parker. And a seconder. Thank you, Councillor Moody, Deputy Mayor. Any comments or questions on those minutes? No. Put it to the vote then, please. Those in favour, please show.
Carried.
Thank you. Item 6, other matters to be considered at the annual meeting. Little a, order of business, to consider the suspension of standing orders number 5, brackets J, 4 to 6, 8 to 10 and 13 to 20 to enable the following business to be transacted. Item 7, Mayor's expenses. So at this stage I will declare an interest and leave the meeting and ask Councillor Moody please to take the meeting for this. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the next agenda item is Mayor's expenses, item 7. We are to consider the payment of the allowance of £2,000 to the Tavistock Mayor to defray the expenses attached to this office in pursuance of Section 15(5) of the Local Government Act 1972. Do I have a proposer? Councillor Parker. And a seconder? Councillor Ward. Thank you very much. Is there any debate? All in favour?
That is carried.
Did you want to? Sorry, Councillor Ward.
Sorry, so I hate taking the meeting backwards, but just for a moment. I know this has been raised at previous annual meetings, but the Mayor's allowance of £2,000 hasn't changed in many years, to the best of my knowledge. And I do think that when we are at budget setting later in the year, this is an item that ought to be revisited.
I think that's
because there are significant costs associated with fulfilling the role of being mayor.
I think that's a great idea. I think anybody who's been a mayor before realises whatever the allowances are, you spend much more than that out of your own pocket as well. I know when I was the mayor of West Devon in 2017-18, the allowance was, I think it was £2,000 then, it's now £3,000. And I know I spent a lot more than my allowance than that. Well, thank you for that. So we've done the vote. So all in favour, ask the Lady Mayor to come back.
We move now to item 8, appointment of committees and consultative groups. To consider the appointment of committees and consultative groups and make such appointments as are required. Do I have a proposer for that, please?
I'd like to propose that, please, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Smith. And a seconder?
Second.
Thank you, Councillor Martin. Those in favour, please show.
That is carried.
Thank you. Item 9, calendar of meetings. To formally receive and adopt the calendar of meetings for the 2026-27 year, which is enclosed. Can I have a proposer, please? Councillor Venning, and a seconder? Councillor Moody, thank you. Can we vote on that then, please? Those in favour, please show.
That is carried.
Thank you. Item 10, appointments of representatives to charities and other bodies. We have a new schedule this evening, which you should have before you, which has been slightly adjusted in that Councillor Wood will be taking the place of Councillor Hipsey on the Tavistock Health and Wellbeing. This is from what was previously suggested. So the new schedule which you have before you is the correct one. Can I have a proposer for that, please? Councillor Lewis, was that you? Thank you, Councillor Puppy. And a seconder, please? Councillor Mrs Moody. Right, those in favour, please?
That is carried.
Thank you. Item 11, general power of competence. Having met the criteria for eligibility for the general power of competence relating to the electoral mandate, which is 66%, and the relevant training of the clerk to re-adopt the general power of competence. Do I have a proposer for that, please? Yes, Councillor Munro, thank you. And a seconder? Councillor Parker, thank you. Those in favour, please show.
That is carried.
Thank you. And item 12, record of attendances. It's a slightly amended version which is before you tonight from the one that was previously circulated. To receive and note the record of attendances at the meeting held between May 2025 and May 2026. Can I have a proposer for those, please?
I'd like to propose that, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Smith. And a seconder? Thank you, Councillor Martin. Those in favour, please show. Thank you.
The motion is carried.
That's it, isn't it? Right, I'd like to close the meeting. Thank you very much, everybody, for your participation this evening. I look forward to working with you all during the next year. And there are refreshments at the back of the chamber, which I hope you will partake in. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
Having just told you that you must proposing something I almost did too.